Alright, I'm back. And today we're going to be looking at the DX9 Megatron, or what do they call him? Mightron. Like might, like Mightytron, or Mighty. So Mightron. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at this. So this is not the giveaway one. I still haven't received the giveaway yet. He is, I believe, in transit now with the Make Toys one. So we're going to be able to take a look at both of those together. Probably next week is when I'm probably going to have those in. We'll review the Make Toys one, and then we'll do a comparison video between the two. But this one was sent to me by a friend, and he knows the guy that designed it, that DX9 bought the design from, as I understand. Now, he sent me an email that he wants me to kind of read off with this. I will say, I don't know 100% what's going on between the designer DX9. I don't know. I don't presume to know. I'm not going to make assumptions or anything like that. I'll just give you guys the information that my friend gave me in regards to all this, and let you guys make your own conclusions. I'm staying out of it, though. Pretty much, I'm just going to stay out of it. So, from what I do understand, that this is that third-party Dinobot. And my friend sent it back to me so that I could throw this in the review briefly. And the reason why is because this was designed by the same guy that designed this guy. So it was funny because we all said that whoever made this Dinobot needs to get a job at a third-party company. And while I don't think he has a job at a third-party company, he did do some designs like this that was purchased. He also drew these as well. Just little cards for Dinobot. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, so let me read this note off. So he says, my friend designer Steel Planet is a artist from China. He hand builds mini transformers and helps mini fans repair toys. He's the same guy created that 3D printed Dinobot, which is available to order. Mightron origin was a hand-built MP scaled Megatron by my friend. DX9 bought the design last year. DX9's own designer made a few changes, but 90% of the engineering remained the same. The most notable difference is the lower legs. I despise them with a passion. I was messing with it, and I actually have to say I liked everything about this thing. This thing is pretty cool. The peg inside the chest from the gun barrel is fragile. My friend didn't design the peg like that. You can watch the video below, because he sent me a link, to see how the original prototype transforms. There should be two... Oh, okay, he's talking about the Dinobot cards, and I can keep one. And the instruction missed a step. Feet transformation, you should be able to turn the bottom half of the feet 180 degrees. I didn't actually need instructions to transform him, but we'll see how badly that decision comes up when I start trying to transform. And he's got some links here, so I'm gonna include these links in my video review. And so here we go. Let's get this out of the way. Here's the box from... Where's me? There we go. Alright, so here's the box. The front of the box, it's pretty cool artwork. I like all the Seekers standing there. Yeah, looks good. You got some more artwork here. You get Soundwave, Shockwave, more Seekers, stuff like that. Grid work going there. Stuff, things, other things. Yeah. Yeah, this comes with the collector card. That's pretty good. It comes with a poster, which Unique Toys and DX9 does this a lot. Which I always say sucks because they give you this nice poster, but it's all folded up to the point where it's like, oh, well, now I can't use it unless I get like an iron and try and iron it out. Here are the instruction manual, or here's the instruction manual. It goes through all the transformations and stuff like that. The thing it does not do, as far as I can see anywhere in the packaging, is show you all the accessories. So, I mean, they're all pretty self-explanatory. We'll kind of look at them more when we get there. Here's a sword. Now, it's got little pieces here, and here, and here, that make it kind of look like there's supposed to be some movement in here. But I can't seem to... Oh, wait. Maybe it's going... Maybe... Oh, there we go. Okay. Not entirely sure. What we're doing with this. Any ideas, guys? I have no ideas. I probably should have done research, but it's a sword. I mean, it looks cool. Yeah. I don't think I figured out how to what this is for. We'll take a look at. Well, let's see. Maybe slide this off. Is there a place to... Oh, those are batteries. That's neat. Ooh, cannon lights up. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what this is for. Yeah, I've looked, you know, maybe, I thought maybe there'd be some sort of place you can put it here or something, but I can't figure it out. It straightens out, becomes a pole. Wait. Okay. Like a spear, I guess? I don't know. We'll set that off. Of course, he's got the mace thing. Which I never really care for this thing. The mace thing. All these Megatrons are coming with these maces, and all I can sit there and think is, he used it for one episode, for like one scene. Same with Optimus and the axe, and it's like, I really don't care. Just make me a good Megatron. It comes with this this piece here, which is to help move things around a little bit, and an extra face. We'll get into that. Of course, he's got this piece here. You can fold it up, extend it out, and we'll put it up back on him. I'm having a hard time keeping this piece here aligned, so we're just going to go with it. I had it at first. There you go. And just because I want to. I don't have a pistol, but here he is next to a real gun. And you can see he's a good size. He's a good size gun. I mean, not as big as my gun, but it's a pretty good size gun. Oh yeah. All right, let's get into transformation. Now, the transformation can be a bit of a bear, I will admit. While I was getting him into gun mode, it took me a little while. But at the same time, everything seems to have a place to go. So it's nice. Like I said when I was reviewing Apollyon, I was afraid to transform him, even with instructions, even with the videos, and the advanced videos that they put out and stuff like that. I was not afraid to transform him. I pulled him out of the package and just kind of started working on it. And I had a lot of fun with it. A few parts were a little frustrating because I didn't quite understand them right away. But I didn't even have to look at the instructions to get it done. It's just a fun transformation, and that's one thing I love. And yeah, so let's start. Pull this up here, and you want to pull these out like this. Just kind of get this piece out of the way. Now we can start working on. Let's start with the legs here. You want to pull these panels here up. So like this. Okay. Now we should be able to pull these out like this. Just gonna get these up and out of the way. Now we can take this assembly here and just kind of pull this up. Again, we're just trying to get things out of the way so that we have clearance to do other things. From here, we can pull this piece here out like this. Split the legs like so. Flip these pieces here up like so. Rotate this over. Rotate this over. Just like that. Now, grab at the base here and extend the legs down like that. Flip this around here. Like that. And around like that. And that fills in his thighs. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty clever, I will say. Rotate the waist around here, like that. We want to come down here and pull the feet down. Flip out this piece here, and then we'll rotate around. Just like that. And we can take this piece here, fold this out, that's the heel spur. This piece here, then come out like that. And then what you want to do is rotate. He does this a lot. But you want to pull this piece here, or push this piece right here and here. So just kind of give it a squeeze, and it rotates down like that. I love it. I love that. Rotate this piece here around, and right there. Just like that. Same thing over here. Oh, let's do the foot first. So down. Rotate this piece here out. Rotates around. Flip this down. Okay, this heel spur comes out. Or not heel spur, I guess, just the back piece there. Fold that out. Rotate around. Just like that. Alright. Flip the heel or the waist skirt down. It just sits there like that, yeah. Alright. Alright. Now we got that part done. Let's see. Next up, we will need to get these pieces down a little bit because we want to rotate this assembly. So this piece here will fold down, and then it rotates here, right in the middle here. You rotate the entire assembly around. As long as you have everything out of the way. Just like so. Just kind of keep these pieces out of the way here. Alright. Whew. So, like I said, so far it's not bad. It's a little difficult. Now, he does have orange tape here, which I'm not sure if my friend wants me to take it off. I'm assuming he would. Oh, and this purple thing comes out too. I'm assuming he would, but just because of the, possible hiccup in shipping, because, it's a gun. Yeah, right. If he's in bot mode, you're going to mistake him for a gun, whatever. I'm just going to leave it how it is. Not going to risk it. Alright. Fold this panel here up. And then we want to rotate this piece here out to the side. And this will rotate out. But it's really odd the way they have it designed. It's on these. This thing comes around here like this, and then it's on a hinge joint that goes straight into this red piece here. Now this red piece here is on a big hinge itself, so you have to be rotating this out while flipping this out as well. So it's really hard to manage. Doing everything like kind of simultaneously. And trying to show it off on camera. Okay, so I pulled this panel here down, and I was able to pry this one out. So now maybe we can rotate these pieces while we're trying to. So I'm kind of like rocking it. It's. Maybe. There we go. go. There we go. It, like I said, it can be a bit of a challenge for a minute there. All right, now let's split the arms up. And then they will slide out like this. There we go. This piece here will split apart. Maybe. Come on. Wow. It's really wedged in there. Sure what to do here, because I don't want to break it, but I don't think I can finish the transformation without splitting this part out. Try something with a smaller blade. Maybe I can get that wedged in there. There we go. Whew. Alright, so now we can take this piece like we wanted to and flip this around like that. And then this will fold down and should just go right in here. There we go, just like that. Fold this down. This will come down like this. Fold these in. This will fold up. You can rotate this down like this if you want to, or we'll mess with that more in a second here. All right. Rotate this piece here up. This is die cast, by the way. You just kind of want to keep this out of the way. Fold it somewhere. I guess that seems like a good place of any. Alright, flip this up. And then you want to extend the arms. Okay, let's try flipping out the hands first, maybe. Come on. There we go. Alright, flip out the hands. Fold this panel back in. You want to extend this. There we go. Alright, and then these will collapse like the legs did. You just push them at a certain angle and they'll collapse up and kind of thicken out his arms. And the same goes with the shoulder. So we want to rotate this piece here around. They are on ball joints, so if you put too much pressure on them, they're fine. And then fold this over. Like that. There you go. I like that, the way they did that. I really do. I like the way that, like, this flat piece here can expand into being more of a true arm without it sacrificing either side. So fold this out. Expand that. This can fold up like that. Fold this out. As you can see, that one just kind of automorphed the whole hand there. Let's see here. Before we flip that one out, we'll do the mace thing real quick. There, no, we'll finish transforming. Alright, there we go. And then we can take the mace. I think this just will... There are no instructions on the mace, so I guess it just slides in there. Seems to hold just fine. No issues. No issues at all. And unlike the X-Transbot's version, where I put the mace in there and permanently damaged the figure by just putting the mace in the hand, this guy can go back to how he was without problems. Interesting what can happen with a well-designed figure. When I do the war video, just to let you know, there will not be an Apollyon in there because I don't think he's an option at this point. He's not an option. He was a fill-in at best. Alright, so now we have him in his robot mode. And he looks great. Absolutely great. We'll put the arm cannon on in just a minute here. I love the look of this guy. He's definitely... you can see, you know, some hollow bits going on there. So if that really bothers you, he might not be quite the right cup of tea for you. But the way I think he looks, he just screams that G1 Megatron that we've all been wanting, for me anyway. And I love it. I love this thing. I think he's great. The face comes off. Here's the replacement face. So I'm gonna guess probably just get a screwdriver here, pull the face forward. I tried this one. Yep. So that just comes off. And it's just sliding this on. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we got angry face. It looks good. I think he really pulls off the Megatron look. Possibility, his head is on a swivel and a hinge up and down. Shoulders ratchet around, no problem there. They do extend out. They get a little hindered by this arm kibble here. True on the other side as well. So that is there. Bicep swivel. He bends at the double bend elbow, so gets a pretty good range of motion there. Hands swivel. Finger articulation is a little odd. So the thumb is on a swivel itself. Then there's a hinge here and a hinge here. So that's an interesting design choice, but it works. All the fingers are on this hinge here. This finger has 2 points of articulation. and then the rest of them are on all kind of combined. But the way it's designed, it works as well as like MP Prime, but it looks better. It looks more natural. It's very strange how they did that. Let's see here, waist. Oh, I'm not seeing a waist swivel. Oh, there it is. So move the hip skirts out of the way, and you get the waist swivel. Hips ratchet up and down, in and out. I think this ratchet could have been a little bit stiffer, but you know, whatever. Bicep swivel, ratcheted knees, ankles on a full rocker, and it's got a bit of a tilt that gets hindered by a lot of things. So it all depends on how you pull it out. And yeah. Just trying to mess with it a little bit. And then we take the cannon here, and it just will slide on here. And you can collapse that up to make it look more like the cartoon, or you can extend it out. That's more for gun mode, I'd say. And yeah, there is your DX9 Megatron in bot mode. Here he is with the MP10 mold. So you see he's a little bit bigger, bulkier than Optimus. I'm fully okay with that. He should be, I think. But they definitely do look like they could square off. And here he is with a MP car. So I think skill-wise, I think he's just about perfect. Design-wise, he's just about perfect. I mean, like I said, there's a few hiccups in there. Things could have moved a little bit smoother, but the only part of the whole thing was that little piece that I was trying to flip around that I had to grab the razor blade out to kind of wedge in there. That's the only part that scared me of the whole thing. And I wasn't scared of breaking it. I was scared of chipping the paint for my friend. Trying to get it apart. That's what I was afraid of. Nothing on this figure makes me sit there and go, oh man, I hope I don't break this. With Apollyon, it was, oh man, I hope I don't break this as I'm standing him up. I'm not transforming, I'm just standing him up. I hope something doesn't break on this thing. His arms don't pop off. He doesn't have paint chipping or scratches or scrapes. I think he's a very well designed figure. Not sure what's going on with the designer and DX9. Not really in my business. All I can sit here and say is that the end result is a good figure at a good price. I really like this figure. Make Toys has got one. Obviously, we're going to be looking at that soon. We'll see which one's a better option. I could be eating all my words next week once I get the Make Toys one in hand. I think it worked better getting this guy first though, because I'm able to review him and enjoy him for what he is, and then I can review the Make Toys one and enjoy him for what he is, rather than getting them both at the same time and be like, okay, I have to choose. Anyway, I think it's a great purchase. I highly recommend it. There's a rumor that there's finally a Takara MP1 coming. I don't know how accurate that is, but we'll just have to wait and see. And if there is one, then we have another legitimate option. Because this is a legitimate option. The Apollyon is not. I'm sorry, guys. For all you guys that are out there that love Apollyon, I get it. Or you love X-Transbots, I get it. I cannot. It's beyond me to love that company or to like any of their products at this point. I can't. This, on the other hand, is from DX9. DX9 is one of my favorite companies out there, if not my favorite one. They put out Carrie, who's excellent. They put out the Blitzwing, which I thought was great. They're also kind of related to Unique Toys, which, you know, I love Unique Toys from day one. I've loved Unique Toys. So, yeah, these guys are great. It's a great figure, great price. I cannot stress getting this guy over Apollyon. Now, like I said, the Make Toys one might be a different story. We'll review them, and we'll do a comparison video between the two. But for me, you know, this is the kind of thing that gets me tempted to get back into Masterpiece, because this is awesome. I absolutely love this figure. Right now, I can honestly sit here and say top 10 choice for figure of the year. Not sure where, but he would definitely be in that option. Now we'll see what Make Toys can do.